All right. Balance sheet. Concept of net, series 3 of 7. So net. Okay, so the basic understanding. So I want you to think about like a fishing net, for example. Here's some definition as well. Remaining after all deductions have been made. As for expenses like net profit, ultimate, final, the net result. The main point, the essence of net of our discussion. So basically you're netting out things, taking out to get the current value, like what you want essentially, what people care about. So example 1. So that's our net PP&E, for example. Okay, so property, plant, and equipment, you have the total large amount, you minus accumulated depreciation, amortization, and you are left with what you need, like what you have. So that's the net PP&E. All right, example 2, account receivables, minus allowance for allowance for doubtful accounts, which equals our net account receivables. So basically, this shows how much a company can expect to collect from its borrowers. Allowance for doubtful accounts, just to let you know, is also known as allowance for uncollectible accounts because it represents the total amount you do not expect to collect, because basically it's an estimate. You don't really know who won't pay you and how much they won't pay you. Sometimes, people aren't able to pay even though they say that they are, So, example 3 is our net income. So basically, it's our sales minus costs, or total revenue minus total expenses. So right here I have an example. It's operating expenses and the interest, the tax, the preferred stock, dividends, and you minus that all from your total revenues and sales, and you'll get either net income, profit, or earnings. So I have a mini example of company XYZ right here. So now you have the total revenues, you have your operating expenses and your interest expense, and you get all that together and you minus them from each other, and you end up with your net income being $30,000. And basically, something to keep in mind about net income, it's not a measure of how much a cash company has earned during a given period, because the income statement involves a lot of non-cash expenses, such as depreciation, like right here, depreciation and amortization. So we don't want to take that into consideration. If you really wanted to see how much a company is generating, like cash-wise, you would need to look at the cash flow statement. All right, so just remember that net means bottom line, all right? Okay, so that's it for this series of balance sheet, the concept of net.